Okay. This is my recording of day 6 of the 30-day writing challenge. 30 stories in 30 days. And I'm gonna be doing this one in real time. Or, if it's not in real time, it's probably gonna be sped up so fast that I sound like a chipmunk. And please don't question why it's 10:15. Okay. I hope my phone doesn't die on me. So today's prompt is write a story with an unhappy ending. Okie dokie. Let's go. However, I'm now stuck on how I should go about this. Part of me is thinking it would be a good idea. Well, maybe not a good idea per se. But maybe I could do another romance thing since I'm really not a huge fan of romance. I guess I could always do a horror story. Except I'm not a huge fan of that genre either. Could always do the alternate ending of my books. No, that would take way too long. Like, the part that I have written down somewhere in my drafts is already up to like 3,000 and something words. So no way am I gonna do that. And no way am I gonna have time. Well, no way am I gonna have time to do that before midnight. So I think I'm gonna stick. I still kind of want to go with Minecraft though, just because I'm more or less familiar with it. I think I've got it. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Okay, character name. I'm stuck. I guess I could always do this. Bella. I know exactly how I want this to go. It's probably gonna end. You know what? I'm actually not gonna say how it's gonna end yet, because that's gonna be a bit of a spoiler for what I'm planning. Okay. No. Uh-oh. I better put this on the charger. Please tell me this is charging. Well, it is for now. Okay. That should say room. Jeez. The things autocorrect does. Okay. Bella was halfway through going through the... Bella was halfway done with going through the maze of chests in her storage room when she heard a loud meow. I'm probably gonna write every Minecraft frustration in one story. I'm super excited for this. Why does furball keep auto... Oh, because it's technically not a word, apparently. Oh well, I use it a lot. Let's see, what's a good name for a ginger cat? You know what? I'm just gonna go with Blaze. Certain. When you mine diamonds, are they still considered the ore? No, probably not. I'm just gonna say 3 certain items for now. So you think it's 2 sticks and 3 diamonds? Yeah, it's 2 sticks and 3 diamonds. I'm debating. There we go. Let's make sure this is still recording, because it's not that I don't trust my phone. But, yeah. It can be possessed at times. Okay. Okay. There's one of the Minecraft frustrations. When you could have swore that you had a certain item, but you didn't. Let's see, so how many frustrations have I nailed? I think that's 2. Oh, and I think I'm gonna make it even worse. I'm gonna enjoy this way too much. Okay, good. I thought that was gonna still be italicized, and I'm like, okay. I shouldn't have. Okay. Two. I meant to say 2, not 4. I don't talk a whole lot while I'm writing, mainly because I'm just so focused. So she gives Blaze the fish. She goes upstairs to the crafting table. Though, personally, if it were me, I would have one upstairs and one downstairs. But that might just be me. I don't know. How many of y'all do this? Wait, would they even have inventories within the game? I mean, that's the way I usually write it, is that they have inventories within the game. But, and just not a hotbar, but I'm not sure if that's how that would actually work. Yeah, I'll just run with it for now. What? I'm not gonna bother with the travel bed thing. Okay. What else? I'm surprised this is still charging. I'm not sure if that's the proper way to use for whom, but oh well. I'm trying to get better at grammar. actually not sure what the probability of blonde hair with brown eyes is, but I'm just gonna run with it for now. Okay. I think I'm comfortable enough to sit here without making too much background noise now. I say as I make background noise. Oh. I say as I make background noise. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a short part of the video cut out. Which probably means you guys are not gonna be able to see the time. Which is fine. Because, I mean, unfortunately, iMovie does not like vertical phone screens. So, yeah, that's never fun. I wonder if I could find another video editor that wouldn't mind. You know, just for things like, anyway, I'm getting off track, okay. Seriously? To mine any more? There we go. Jeez, dude. Sometimes autocorrect helps me and saves my rear end. Other times, not so much. Famous last words. Let's see. I'm trying to think, are there any flowers I can use symbolism for in this? I'm actually not sure. I'm really not sure. let's go. Sure. Lilies. Okay, call lilies. Okay. Okay. So, I'm actually gonna research that. So, calla lilies, stargazer lilies, and other white lilies. There are a lot of Minecraft flowers. Tulips. Oh, there's no lilies? There's poppies, dandelions, azure bluets, and plains villages. I'm not seeing anything I can really use for symbolism, though. I'm just gonna continue then. Her. There's that towered up ahead. I'm not sure how well that actually works as a metaphor, but I'm gonna keep it in there for now. Okay. Trying to think. And that should be pushed. There we go. Oh my goodness, okay. back and make sure that I actually make sure. Oh my gosh. I should probably go back and make sure that she actually has torches. I really should have had her fall into the ravine. You know what? No. I don't know. I did want to make it all Minecraft frustration in one video, where it's like you don't see the ravine until the last second and then suddenly you're falling. And I've had that happen a time or two. But I guess I won't do that yet. Closest. You think you're going so far. You think you're going so deep into a cave. And then the tunnel ends. Talk about frustration in a nutshell, huh? Let's throw in the gravel now, shall we? Isn't it Murphy's Law? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong? was right the first time. Okay. Did I capitalize another portal earlier? I don't think I even specifically said that it's another portal. Okay. Sorry you couldn't resist. But yeah, lava. Lava in Minecraft, the pool of death. Just saying. Really. Anyway. Okay. I'm debating, do I want to do the creeper or do I want to do the skeleton? Actually, no, the skeleton can't get to her. Because what I'm thinking is, like, you know how when you see a lava pool with diamonds along one wall, you sometimes, like, go all the way around the lava pool and you just dig along that wall so that you have a one block ledge that's kind of sheltered from the top and that has a wall behind you. I'm thinking she did something like that, so a skeleton would not be able to shoot her off that ledge, unfortunately. I guess I'll have to go with the creeper idea. This story just made me realize how messed up I can be with my book characters. Whoops. I'm gonna say she saw. What? She saw. There we go. sure how to pronounce it. Aether? I don't know. Whoops. I did. I had way too much fun with this. Okay. So I'm going to save this, and now I'm going to go back and edit. Make sure everything makes sense. Make sure I add in or take out details, etc., etc. Okay. So Bella was halfway done with going through the maze of chests in her storage room when she heard a loud meow. She glanced over her shoulder to see her cat sprinting across the room, heading straight for the chest Bella had open. Hurriedly, Bella closed it and moved on to a different chest, and the ginger fur ball sat down on the one Bella just had open. Blaze, why do you do this? Bella groaned. There was only loud purring in response. Bella shrugged and kept sorting through her chests, looking for 3 certain items that would allow her to get a strong enough pickaxe to mine obsidian. So far, she had the 2 sticks she needed, but she was having no such luck with the diamonds. I could have swore I mined some. Bella growled quietly to herself when all she found was iron ingots. Guess I'll need to go back down in the cave in the morning. I'm gonna general.
Guess I'll need to go back down in the cave in the morning.
Thank you, Siri. I'm gonna say to a cave and make it a little more general. Bella called to her cat, leaving a fish in the air, and Blaze trotted after her as she left the storage room and closed the door behind her. She gave Blaze the fish and went upstairs to her crafting table. She crafted an iron pickaxe. That would have to do for now. And glanced outside at the darkening sky. It's too late now for me to go, but I'm going to head east, towards that massive ravine I almost fell into a few days ago. I think I saw a huge cave over there. Bella checked her inventory to make sure she had enough food on her to last a couple days, and more torches than she thought she would need, then lay down to sleep for what she suspected might be the last time. I should probably... I'm going to say for a week instead of for a few days, because one, same meaning, secondly, repetition. She had a bad habit of not sleeping because she got so caught up in mining. The morning came quickly, almost too quickly, and cheerfully Bella gave her cat a last fish before taking him to I'm going to say one last fish. To the nearby village. It was there that she started looking for a close friend, specifically looking for long blonde hair and brown eyes. Jenny, she called when she saw the person for whom she was searching. Blaze is going to need a cat sitter for a few days. Can you watch him? Sure thing. Jenny came over and bent down to pet Blaze. When do you expect to be back? With any luck, within the next week. Be careful down there, Jenny warned. I've heard that there are a lot more monsters than usual. That's nothing to be worried about. Bella patted the sheath of her sword, a brand new diamond one that had been the reason she was so sure she didn't need to mine any more diamonds. I could be a real jerk and start singing Mine Diamonds, but I'm not going to. She also carried a bow. The quiver for her arrows shifted as she moved. I promise I'll be back. I'm going to say soon. Like I said before, famous last words. Jenny and Bella exchanged warm farewells, and then Bella was on her way. She crossed the I'm having so much trouble because I'm tired and it's super late right now. Anyway, she crossed the she crossed the meadow that was littered with flowers, taking a good look at the ocean to one side of her and the mountains that towered up ahead. Her house in the village stood behind her, and the wind blew from behind. I'm going to say from that direction. Okay. Her house in the village stood behind her, and the wind blew from that direction and whispered in her ear, as if the house and village were saying goodbye. It was an ominous thought on such a peaceful day, too. Bella pushed it away. And then suddenly, the ground fell away a few blocks in front of Bella to reveal a deep ravine, one of the deepest ones Bella had ever seen. Down at the bottom, she thought she saw white. Maybe a fossil? She wasn't too sure, but that wasn't why she was in the area. Bingo. There was the cave, a few dozen blocks away. She turned towards it and started heading in that direction, searching around to make sure it wasn't too steep of a drop before she plunged into it, pulling out a stack of torches. Bella carefully looked around. This was the one thing she hated about mining. She had to be extremely careful to mark her path clearly, or she would never find her way out. She started down the tunnel closest to her, placing the torches to her right side every few blocks so she could both see and find her way out easily. The tunnel swerved and went down slope and up slope several different times, but still Bella followed it, ignoring the side tunnels. She could come back to those later if need be. And suddenly, the tunnel ended. Bella sighed and turned around, going back the way she came. She repeated this process several more times with several different routes before she accidentally placed a torch on the gravel wall. She leapt back out of the way just in time, watching in dismay as the tunnels blocked. With a low grumble, she pulled out her shovel and began digging. I should probably mention that she takes the shovel, too. There we go. Back to the shovel. Okay. Several times while she was trying to break through the blockade, she was jumped by a zombie or spider, but luckily she was quick enough to avoid being seriously hurt. Within the span of a few hours, she had finally broken through and was continuing on her way much more warily. A dim light eventually came into view, and Bella's heart rate and pace down the quick tunnel. I'm gonna actually do this. Lava! And where there's lava, there might just be... And then she saw them. Beautiful, beautiful diamonds, glittering just out of reach at the safe ledge. Bella hesitated. Did she really want to risk it? Yes. She needed to get them for the nether portal, so she carefully went all the way around the pool of death and dug through the stone wall. Even despite her best efforts, one of the diamonds, the third one she needed, I'm going to say she needed, no less, fell into the lava. Bella sighed, leaning against the wall tiredly. Surely there were more diamonds around here. But even after a few hours of digging around, there was no sign, and she was sure she'd checked all the tunnels. What she hadn't checked for was mobs. Just as she was about... I'm going to say monsters instead of mobs. Just as she was about to step back out onto the open cave floor, she saw flashing white out of the corner of her eye, and before she could react, she was suddenly thrown backwards into the lava. What she wouldn't realize until long after she'd reached the Aether, however, was that she'd had those 3 diamonds stuffed at the bottom of her inventory the whole time. I think that's pretty good. I think I've done... all the edits that I can do tonight. My throat is dry and sore from talking. I'm a little disappointed that I decided not to go with the original idea I had, which probably would have been a lot more epic, but oh well. Pretty happy with what I've got here. So, yeah. Have a wonderful night. This video should be out hopefully before midnight, but no promises. It's a pretty long video.